Hello, everybody. I'm sorry for the delay. I hope you guys can hear and see me. Oh, have mercy. Guys, I am trying to get my internet situated. Thought it had everything a go, but things are still looking kind of funky on my end. Let me see. Situated. Sorry about that. Okay. I think everything is good. Got it. Let me set this right here. I think everything is good. Hey, Teresa Louise. Can you see and hear me okay? Just waiting for a response. Hi, Amy. Hey, Peggy. Thank you so much for coming. Can you guys see and hear me? You can. Okay. I'm having internet issues. I'm not sure as to why I can't go live with our new internet, which is really, really weird to me, but that's okay. We'll figure it out hopefully by tomorrow, and we'll get situated. Yes to both. Thank you. And it's probably glitching some because I just don't know why. I don't know why. Hi, Zandra. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys long today. Today we have an amazing stitch out that we're going to do. And it is the awareness ribbon. This one is going to be dedicated to Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And I am super excited about that. I have two girls who have had who have and who had sickle cell disease, full-fledged sickle cell disease, not the trait, but the actual disease. One of our daughters, she did pass away at the age of 11 from it, from complications due to sickle cell. So in honor of her and on this glorious month, I am dedicating today to her. So we're going to be making a beautiful ribbon. It is by Designs by Juju. You can make this ribbon for any, um, you know, illness or like cancer or any thyroid disease or whatever. And this is an angel. So it does have the halo here on top. They have the wings. Now the wings, I'm going to do Mylar effect on it. So I'm looking forward to that. The color for sickle cell is burgundy or deep red. So that's what we'll be doing on today. Let's see who's all in the chat. Zandra, we hope you're feeling better. Yes, we please hope so. So, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And if you are new or listening, if you don't know who I am your girl Stephanie, aka Sassy Steph, of Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter, and I do welcome you to the channel. And feel free to jump on in on the chat. Okay, so let me go ahead and change views here. I do have my t-shirt already loaded on the frame. Now I don't have my design loaded yet because I do these just a little bit different than an actual design. So once, like if I have a repeated design, I stop using the paper. But in this case, I am going to use my design cheat sheet just to help me get everything lined up. I do have a mark at the back of my shirt back here to let me know that this is where I want my design to start. So I'm just going to go ahead and line it up. There is a crease in the shirt. So I'm going to line up these lines. I don't know if you can see it on here. These lines right here on the creases. So that will help me center the design. Okay, but first I want to make sure I'm at my marking. And that mark, oh yes, excellent placement. And that mark is identifying where I want the design to start. Wait, the top of the design. I can't see it in this camera. Wait, wrong finger. This right here. So I don't know if you can see my little laser dot is off just by a little bit. I do have right here on the screen some arrows to where I can get my design as close to that center mark as possible. There it is. And I hope you guys understood everything that I said. I have a paper design, the actual size of the design that's going to stitch out. I use that to place on the shirt so it can mimic where the design is going to go. Okay, so I lined up the lines, the registration lines, with the creases that I made on the shirt to make sure I have perfect placement. And what I do have tape on it, because what I'm going to do now is to make sure that my design is not going to hit the outside or the edge of my frame. I do have a trace feature on this machine. I'm going to go ahead and use it. Hi, Katie. Thank you so much for coming. We got Greenland Quilter. Katie, hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming. I do appreciate it. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is hit the trace feature. And it's going to take my hoop. It's going to go all the way around the design. And it's going to trace out the outer edges of this, just to make sure that I am in good placement on my hoop, because the last thing you want is your needles to hit your frame. Okay, and this is a dime snap frame. It's not one of the original frames, so it is really, really important that you use that trace feature. Okay, everything is good to go. I'm going to hit embroidery. It says wait a minute. Now I did go ahead earlier and program, like right before I went live. Now let's see if it remembered everything. Okay. So, and I do have my stops in because I will be using Mylar today, and everything is good to go. So we're going to go ahead and remove my paper. And we're going to go ahead and get started. It says it's going to take approximately 28 minutes to stitch. Now, I could have used a topper, but I'm not, because I'm not doing a satin stitch. Again, this is the design that we're doing. If you need to get a close-up look of it, it is gorgeous. Hey, Danielle, thank you so much for coming. And of course, Jordan is our daughter name who passed away. Ooh, looks so good. This is the Mylar that I'm using for the angel wings. Dollar Tree or Dollar General, go to the gift tissue where they keep the tissue paper for gift wrapping. This is what this is. I've used it several times and it does not have effect on how you wash or dry your garments. It has no effect on it. I had for Christmas, I have our I did a sketch design, and it had it in there, and I washed my shirt like a gazillion times since Christmas, and it still looks exactly the same way it did when I stitched it out. Kid you not. Kid you not. And I'm gonna, just so you guys know what I am working on. Just in case you guys want to do that. No problem, Peggy. Thank you so much for just at least coming and listening, okay? Hi, Awkward Quilter in GA. Yes, I'm so happy that you're able to catch me too. We are working on this design right here. This is in memory of our daughter Jordan, and we're doing a sickle cell awareness ribbon. Whew, it is hard to talk louder than this machine, okay? But as this is stitching, now you guys know that I've been cleaning up. Most of you already know that I've been working really hard to clean up my studio. And the one thing that was in my studio was my chickens. And that was a real reason that my studio had gotten so congested and so dusty and dirty. So I'm down to only one section to clean. The chickens are finally outside. They're doing really, really good outside. Guys, I have another house guest. His name is Oliver. I will show you guys him in a little bit. He was hanging out at my mother-in-law's house, and me being who I am, I didn't want anything to happen to the kitten. When I had taken him to go get looked at, he does have some kind of little mouth injury. He was riddled with fleas. He's much, much better now. I'm super excited about that. He's the cutest little thing. Keeping with the old theme, my son named him Oliver. He's a cutie patootie. I am really, really liking how this is stitching out. Now, I did use Embroidery because this is a Designs by Juju pattern, or design, I should say. I did use Embroidery to put everything together. I did do color sorting on this because it had it in different locations. Like her name, actually her name was a different stitch. I can't recall that font right off the top of my head, but it's some kind of sketch font, and actually it was supposed to have been two colors. Because I was gonna use two colors anyway, like for one color for the ribbon and then one color for the wings. I was playing with those two colors, and I just didn't like how it was coming out, so I just left it as being burgundy. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. So I'm looking forward to seeing it all stitched out in that way with her name. And I tried to use, because she was a child when she passed, I tried to use a child friendly or childlike looking font. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now I have noticed that this is like a really, really, really dense. So if I was to change anything about it, I might try to make it a little bit wider, but I don't know. I gotta play with that. I'm new to embroidery designs. I just see something, I figure I want to stitch it out. I'll go ahead and stitch it out and hoping that I can do it, you know. Because today, for some reason, I forgot how to load a shirt. And what did I do? I called on my girls. I was like, hey, I forgot how to load this shirt. And how I wanted to load it, it couldn't be done. So I had to change the size of the design. But as you can see, it is printing beautifully. Thank you. She said she's loving my choices. I wanted to stay true to the colors, and they only have like some ribbon or some, I don't want to call them illness ribbons. Some ribbons, I'm just gonna say ribbons, have like multiple colors and stuff like that, but theirs only have this one color. So I try my best to keep it as true to that as possible. Um, my daughter's at the age now, she's 18. She just turned 18 yesterday. Not saying that it hadn't been prevalent before, but now she's at the age now where I want to say within the last year or so, she has been more like speaking more about Jordan. So it does my heart good because now I know like her necklace. She had a necklace that had her name and Jordan's name on it. She took her name off of it. Now she just wore her sister's name. I'm sorry, hitting the microphone on her necklace. So now she's gonna have a shirt to go with it. So I will be making one. This one is for her. I'll be making another one for myself, but of course I'm gonna be doing that one off camera. And I'm looking forward to seeing how, seeing her wear it and saying that she like it and all that kind of good stuff. Thank you, Zandra. Yes, please get a girl some thumbs up. Peggy said there are some extra stops in it that aren't really needed. Are you talking about up on here? Or are you talking about in the design itself? Because I have the machine set to cut the threads. So I don't know if that's what you're referring to. Please let me know because again, I'm new to this kind of, embroidery. Okay, she's saying that it's a lot of, you can fix the extra stops, just a lot of extra wear on your cutter. Yes, I am using Embrilliant. I am using Embrilliant. So you're saying instead of cutting it, just let it do jump stitches. Is that what you're saying? Just let me know so I can better understand. Because you're gonna be added to my little database for embroidery girl. 100 proof quilter. Hey, how are you? It's my girl Brandy. Yeah. So I am looking forward to one more letter to go, and then we get to play with the wings. And I do have it ordered to stop after the end stitch so I can place the Mylar. And then I have it set to stop after it stitched the wings so I can make sure that it so I can make sure that it does the I can peel this off before it does the halo. Now I could be, you know what? I think I'm just gonna let it do the halo too. Design it on the fly. I'm doing good, Brandy. I'm doing good. Trying to get back in the swing of things, doing embroidery on Monday, long arm on Tuesday. We'll be getting back to my cross stitch. I have my first meeting in several months on cross stitch on this coming Thursday. It's like, don't you miss not another day. So while this is stitching out this end, as most of you already know, I did enter into a quilt show this past weekend. I didn't win anything, and I'm not sad about it because I really thoroughly enjoyed the experience. The one thing I did not like was that there were, I think it should have been a little bit more categories for what was being done. Like they had modern quilts with art quilts. And to me, those are two different things, especially if they're doing like modern regular piecing and it's just the modern look versus someone doing a lot of thread painting, making actual portrait quilts or, different artsy stuff. And I think those should have been separated. I don't know. Tell me what you think. That's just my opinion. That was one of the categories I think should have been changed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on top of the pattern just so I can get a good glance into where I need to place this Mylar. Okay. And I'm looking. It looks good to me. I'm holding the Mylar down. And actually, I want to put a piece of tape. This is Kimberbell paper tape. Now, I do know, and which is probably much, much cheaper if you get the paper tape, the paper medical tape that from off of Amazon. I'm just waiting to use this up first. And what I'm doing is just taping it in place so that it will stay in place as the machine moves. Okay. Lock and start. Cutting between the letters is fine, just not during each letter. Okay. And I'm wondering if it was because, see, this is a sketch stitch. So I'm wondering if that's why it had all those stops. Right, I remember you telling me you used to run a 2-head 15 needle machine for her job, so that's why I'm definitely gonna be taking a lot of advice from you. It did it on the end too. I was typing during the other three, so I didn't notice. Okay. It stopped while doing the J when it didn't need to. Then again while doing the O. Okay. You should be able to remove the stops in your program. Okay. One day I'll have to sit and play with that and do like this simulator to look into that. Thank you so much for letting me know because again, I'm new to it. I'm just letting it do what it does. Oh, see, it flipped up. That's okay because I can. That's not going to hurt anything. Long as it's not going to. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it alone. I was in the chat being nosy. And by it being really, really thin, I don't think it'll hurt anything. You can see it if there are any unnecessary spots. Okay. As you can see, this piece of Mylar has flipped up. I'm not too worried about that. Not worried about that at all. What type of machine do I have? This is the Baby Lock Intrepid. The one out that's out now is the Baby Lock Array. If I'm not mistaken, that is a step above this one. This one does not have Wi-Fi capability. The Array does. So the next time, well, when I do the other shirt, I will make sure when I go to tape the Mylar, not only to tape the sides, but also tape the bottom. And the reason why I think that it did fold up is because you know how the Mylar already comes folded. It just turned into that natural position, and that's what happened. No biggie. But it's stitching out beautifully. Now I can tell you, it's just us here. My very first shirt that I did embroidery on, it was stitching out beautifully. I was so happy, and this was on the Alliance. It got to the bottom, the very bottom, like right here. How? I have no clue. To this day, I still have no clue. It caught the back side of the shirt. And I had to cut it out, cut the shirt off the frame. I was so disappointed. And I was like, oh, well, that was my first rodeo, time at the rodeo. So I, of course, stitched it again. And I did, keep making sure that this is free down here. That's the last thing you want, especially if you're doing something for a customer. And right now, I'm only doing things for myself, my family. I haven't done any customer embroidery projects, I don't think. Someone did ask me to help them with their logo and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, I gotta stitch my own logo out first. I gotta stitch my own mess out first before I go talking about I'm gonna do something for someone else. But there are several people who want some designs and stuff that I didn't make them, but I just put them together. They want things that I've created for my children. Hey, Janine. I do see a stitch that popped up to the top. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm hoping it's going to get covered. But so far, it is exquisite. I absolutely love it. Oh, and at the show, guys, I did. I might not have won nothing, but your girl went shopping. I can't wait. I'm gonna save it all for tomorrow because it was a quilter long arm. This is embroidery, so I will share those goodies with you guys tomorrow before I get to stitching, and just let you guys know that I had a ball. I had a ball going and seeing all the beautiful quilts. I took tons of pictures. I'm trying to figure out a way to, if I'm going to make a short or a video, some kind of video with those pictures. I had an amazing time. I talked to people I haven't seen some of our Quilt Guild members in such a long time. Oh, that scared me. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I thought that was her halo. I'm like, that was not supposed to stitch that color. I'm just gonna let it do what it's gonna do. It was so many members that I haven't seen in such a long time, and we had a great time reminiscing. And I did meet one of my subscribers. I am so happy. So, Carol, if you're watching, hey, 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 I will talk more about her on tomorrow. I was like, she was like, hey, Sassy. And I was like, me and my husband, my husband's like, Sassy. Because he knows that Sassy, if someone is calling me Sassy, it has to be a YouTube thing. So he was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, I know, right? So I was excited about that. I know. So that's a t-shirt on there. Yes, it is, Janine. This is a t-shirt. This one is for my daughter. And it is in honor of Sickle Cell Awareness Month. September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And this is the design that is stitching out. Yeah. Yeah, so you gotta come back tomorrow for the haul. And I'm struggling with this seat. It's a saddle seat, and I have to make sure my Anky Cranky is sitting on it right because it got that little. It's like a saddle or horse saddle. So if you catch that hump wrong, your innards might be screaming. So I don't know if that tape was gonna hit at that bottom or not. But yeah, so I had a great time. I had an amazing time meeting people. We had different kind of vendors that um, I was really, really surprised with the vendors that we had. I wish that our local quilt shops would have been able to be represented, but they weren't. but we did have some from different areas of the state of North Carolina, which I was super happy about because some of these places I've never heard of before, you know. So it's always good to branch out. I tried to buy something at every single place, but of course I couldn't do that. There was one. Now the one store, it's a city. If you guys know about QuiltCon, there's a store called. It's in Cary though, not Raleigh. Cary's quilt shop. I can't remember the name of the quilt shop, but they were there. Now every time I go in that area, I always make sure that I hit them. So I really didn't buy anything from them, but I did buy a lot of stuff from other stores, other shops. There was Everyone was very nice. Now I'm gonna tell you, this was the first time we held our quilt show in the Greenville Convention Center. I am so happy we did. Now, usually it's in our church where we used to host our meetings, but this time we did it at the convention center, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, they had so many quilts, so many quilts, so many quilts. And I heard a lot of people saying that they did not want to judge or pick a quilt because it was just too many to choose from. So I did that part kind of sucked, but what can you do? Now you guys tell me when you guys go to quilt shows and when things are judged, is there like a first place, second place, third place in for ribbons, or is it just the best one out of the category and that's it? I don't know why I thought it would be a first, second, and third place. It was not. Susie says she has no audio. Oh, Susie, I don't know what's going on. Can you guys not hear me anymore? Okay, Lisa saying it's good on her end. Okay, this part is done. So now we're just gonna go ahead and stitch out the last part, and that is the halo. And that is going to be using Vegas Gold in Madeira thread colors. Coming out gorgeous. Janine says she hears me. Susie, honey, I don't know what's going on. Alrighty. And guys, we're about to hear some music. It's doing the outline stitch. Hey, Day. It's finished. Okay. Sorry about that. You're getting all kinds of hand. What I'm going to do is go back to a better camera angle for you guys. Hold on one second. This is what it looked like coming off of the machine. And the only thing I have to do is take my time, and I'm sure I'm going to go in with some tweezers and just peel this off. And part of me is like, girl, you didn't think this part through right here, because you don't have to go through all these nooks and crannies to get this Mylar off. But that's okay. But as you can see, it comes off pretty easily. You just have scrap Mylar, or in this case, I'm going to toss it because I did try to get it as close to as I could. Well, this stuff loves to stick to you. But yeah, so this is it, guys. This is it. So the wings are going to shimmer, as you can see, behind the stitching up in here. All this is going to come out. All that's going to come out. All this is going to come out. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. So for her shirt, it will look like and I am using, I don't know if I said it, the dime snap hoop. Make sure my fingers are not caught up in this sucker. Come on, release. Okay. My fingers are getting caught in here and I can't get it out right quick. As quickly as I wanted to, but this is the shirt. This is the shirt. I was trying to take it off of here and it seeming like it doesn't want to come off. It's not caught up on anything. But anywho, I think it's I'm on camera and trying to hurry up. Oh, I see what happened. It caught a hold of the back and the back of a piece of stabilizer. I'm like, why is this not popping up? Okay. Come on. Okay, now we cooking with grease, guys. Sorry about that. But this is the shirt. Just got to cut the stabilizer on the inside. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you can see, I had that crease down the center, and I did take a little marker and I marked right at the top of where I wanted my design to start. So guys, that is it. I am so happy we finished the embroidery design in one sitting. So beautiful. It's lovely. It's lovely. Thank you guys. I do appreciate it. Now, I promised I was going to introduce you guys to Oliver. So one moment. Hey, buddy, you want to come out and say hi to everybody? Yes. Come here. Come here. Come to mama. Come to mama. Yes, you need a little bath. Another bath. This is Oliver. Hi, you want to say hi to the people? Look up. Say hi. No, I'm not saying hi to them yet, Mama. See, I'm not saying hi to them yet. Yes, you have nails. You have nails, little guy. He's trying to meow. Can you guys see him? Oh Lord Jesus, he's climbing up me. You gonna say hi? Sometimes he has a voice and sometimes he doesn't. I don't know what that's all about yet. Let me put him back. Isn't he cute? No, no, sir. No, 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 sir. There you go. Yes, he is adorable. Again, we found him outside my mother-in-law's house, and I just didn't want anything bad to happen to him. And then they told me he had to stay. I thought he could just be outside with our cats, but one of my cats is like, look, you better send him back to where you got him from. She wants nothing to do with him, even a baby. I thought she would like the baby. She get along better with the chickens. Well, so I think. She'd rather be around the chickens than she'd rather be around him. So she's just being a turtle. But Benson, well, Ani is her name. Ani was just, all, hissing at her, at him and everything, and just did not like him. And Benson said nothing. Well, Oliver was just looking at her like, girl, you better shut up. I'm here to stay, okay? But when Benson, he just came up all nice and just looking in the kennel and smelling. And Oliver was like, I'm like, you didn't even do that to the one that was doing that to you. We got to teach you some manners. We got to teach him some manners. So it's been really real having him. And I was like, and my husband said, no more rescues. I was like, oh my God. Well, he did not hurt my feelings because I understood what he was saying is too much. Okay. And I was like, well, my rabbits are not rescued. They're coming in December. He was like, after that, no more. I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see. Yes. So, guys, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for coming and joining me on Embroidery Monday. We'll be back again tomorrow with Long Arm Tuesday. We'll get some more of the giraffe done. And to be honest, I have not been able to touch him because I have been so busy since last week, Tuesday. So we'll be just picking up, filling in some areas for a short period of time. And again, I am in no hurry to rush through the giraffe. I'm just going to take my time and enjoy the process. So that is coming up for tomorrow. And I know on Thursday, I do plan on being on with Donna, Handmade by Ying, as we continue Little Hooter. So that's another thing, because honey, she gave us some homework assignment with 1,010 plus a million little pieces. Okay. So I've been trying to catch up on that too, as well as life in the home. So that's it, guys. That's it. I see everybody. This has been fun. Thank you guys so much. You wanted a cat, Sassy. I really wanted another dog, but that's okay. And I did say another because we did lose one of our cats. So having a third one, now we got 3 black cats. So it's all good. It's all good. Well, we're not getting any more. So that's it, guys, for today. I enjoyed you guys. Thank you so much for coming and being with me on tonight. I love each and every one of you. And if you have any kind of prayer requests, always feel free to either email me or leave it in the comments. It can just be generic, as brief as you want it to be, or detailed as you need it to be if you email me. And I will make sure that you are on my prayer list. Until the next time, guys, you all be blessed and have an amazing evening. Bye.